Hi, I'm Mira, and I'll be discussing the solution of system of linear equations in two variables. So, a linear equation is an equation that forms a straight line when graphed. It is usually written in the forms ax plus by equals c or y equals mx plus b. And when we say system of linear equations, it is defined as two linear equations with the same variables. And solution is a pair in the form xy that satisfies the equations. Now, let's proceed to the methods of solving system of linear equations in two variables. So in this video, we'll just focus on the three major or primary methods. First, we have the graphical method. In this method, we graph the two lines and the point where the lines meet or intersect is the solution. Let's have an example. So these are our equations. 2x plus y equals 6 and y minus 3x equals 4. So first step is let's rewrite these equations into the form y equals mx plus b. So this is our first equation, to x plus y equals 6, and this is the second equation. So now, these are the slope-intercept form or the y equals mx plus b forms of these equations. After this, we are going to create a table of values for each equation. So these are now the table of values for these equations. And assuming the value of x in solving the system of linear equations into variables using the graphical method, we actually have other ways. However, we'll only use the table of values because it is the most usual and the simplest way. So based on our definition a while ago, the point where the lines meet or intersect is the solution. So therefore, this is our solution or the solution of these equations. Another method is substitution. Here, we solve one equation for a variable and substitute that expression into the other equation. To better understand, let's have an example. So let's just use the same example that we used in the graphical method. So first step is, let us get the y equals mx plus b form of the first equation. So this is the y equals mx plus b form of this equation or the first equation. And then let us substitute this into the second equation, which is a y minus 3x equals 4. So this is now what we get after substituting the value of or this value into the second equation. So next step is let us simplify this one. So let's divide both sides by -5 so that we can isolate the x here. So -5 divided by -5 is +1 or simply x. Therefore, x equals 2 over 5, or it's easier if we'll convert this into the decimal form, which is 0.4. Since we now have our x value, which is the 0.4, let's now solve for y. Therefore, our y is 5.2. Hence, the solution for these equations is 0.4, 5.2. Simply, this is the point where the line meet or intersect. The last method that we'll tackle in this video is the elimination method. In this method, we just add or subtract the equations to eliminate one variable, either x or y. We have here the same example still. So first is, let's align these equations. And then after this, we can now eliminate a variable by subtracting the equations. Then let's just simplify this one. So, positive y minus y is equals to 0, and 2x plus 3x is equivalent to or equal to 5x. Divide both sides by 5 to isolate x. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. Therefore, x is equal to 2 over 5 or 0.4. Let's now substitute the value of x to find y. So subtract both sides by 0.8 to isolate y. Therefore, y equals 5.2. Therefore, the solution of this equation by elimination method is 0.4, 5.2. That's all for my discussion. Thank you.